Have you ever paused to ponder the role of costumes in TV ads? It's sight we've all become accustomed to, but what's the reasoning behind it? Is it merely a tactic to capture our attention, or is there a deeper cultural meaning at play? And how does the use of costumes vary across different countries, cultures, and age brackets? These are just a few of the compelling questions we'll be examining today. So, hold on tight, folks. Let's embark on an interesting research study that illuminates this topic. Our exploration begins with an exceptional research paper titled Costumes of Male and Female Characters in Television Advertising Across 13 Countries. This study, conducted by illustrious scholars Jörg Mattis and Michael Preeler, sought to decode the complexities and subtleties of costumes as depicted in television advertisements. Their objectives were to probe how factors such as gender, age, and cultural context mold these depictions. The methodology utilized in the research was both pioneering and thorough. They analyzed a broad spectrum of TV commercials from 13 diverse countries, encapsulating different continents, cultures, and societal norms. Each ad was scrupulously examined, with the researchers noting the range of costumes worn by both male and female characters. This was not just a simple evaluation of dressed versus undressed, but a comprehensive analysis that considered factors such as costume style and partial exposure. Didn't halt at this point. They also scrutinized the age of the characters portrayed and how this affected the costume choice. Was there a variation in the depiction of younger characters compared to older ones? They certainly didn't overlook any detail, but it wasn't just about the characters. The study also observed the context of the products being advertised. Did the costume diversity fluctuate depending on the product type? Was there a difference between congruent products where costumes could be seen as more relevant, such as clothing or beauty products, and incongruent products where costumes might seem inappropriate? And, unmistakably, the cultural context was a significant part of this research. The scholars aimed to comprehend how cultural norms and acceptance levels influenced the use of costumes in TV ads. How did advertisers tailor their strategies based on the cultural context? The findings of this research are truly enlightening. They illuminate the complex relationship between costumes, advertising, and societal norms. They offer insights into how we, as viewers, are subtly swayed by these depictions and how advertisers strategically use costumes to capture our attention. And most critically, they incite us to question and challenge these portrayals. So, let's dive deeper into these intriguing findings in our next scene. The findings of the research unravel some fascinating trends. The pivotal insights of this study illuminate how costumes are depicted in television commercials and what factors sway these depictions. Let's probe deeper into these insights. First off, the research a pronounced difference in gender when it comes to costume portrayal. Female characters are more prone to be showcased either suggestively attired or scantily clad. Conversely, male characters are typically portrayed as fully clothed. This discrepancy is not just an isolated incident, it's a recurring trend seen across diverse nations and cultures. For example, a skincare commercial in Japan might a woman in a suggestive attire, while a vehicle commercial in Germany exhibits a man fully clothed in a business suit. This pattern mirrors societal norms and anticipations regarding gender and costumes. Moving forward, age is a crucial determinant in costume portrayal. The study discovered that as characters age, their likelihood of appearing in colorful or suggestive costumes diminishes. Younger characters are more inclined to appear in bright and vivid attire, so more likely to see a young model in a vibrant beachwear for a swimwear ad than a middle-aged individual. Insight proposes that youth and colorful costumes are often intertwined in commercials, reinforcing societal ideals of beauty and attractiveness. Now let's touch upon product context. The research found that costumes are used more frequently for congruent products, that is, products where the use of costumes aligns with the product's purpose, such as clothing or beauty products. For instance, it's more acceptable to see a model in a bikini for a sunscreen ad than for an advertisement about a new smartphone. Conversely, incongruent products, where the use of costumes doesn't resonate with the product's function, tend to feature lesser use of costumes. Lastly, culture has a significant bearing on the extent of costumes in commercials. Advertisers modify their strategies based on cultural norms and acceptance levels. For instance, An undergarment ad in France might feature more suggestive costumes than the same ad would in a more conservative country like Saudi Arabia. This insight accentuates the significance of cultural context in sculpting advertising strategies. In a nutshell, the depiction of costumes in TV commercials is swayed by several factors: gender, age, product context, and cultural norms. Female characters are more prone to be suggestively attired, use of colorful costumes decreases with age, they're more prevalent in congruent product ads, and the extent of costumes is adapted to cultural contexts. These insights sprout significant implications for both advertisers and viewers. Advertisers need to be cognizant of these trends when strategizing their campaigns, and viewers should be informed about these tendencies when viewing commercials. We'll probe deeper into these implications in the subsequent scene. Stay tuned. So, what does this all mean in the grand scheme of things? Let's delve into the implications of these findings. For advertisers, this research underscores a few key points to consider. Firstly, comprehending your audience and their cultural context is critical. The use of costumes can serve as a potent tool for capturing attention, but it's not a one-size-fits-all strategy. Cultural norms and acceptances can significantly influence how costumes are perceived, and a misstep could lead to backlash. Secondly, the use of costumes should be strategic. The research discovered that costumes are more prevalent for congruent products, such as clothing or beauty products. This is logical, as the costumes are contextually appropriate and can amplify the product's appeal. For incongruent products, costumes might seem ill-fitting and could potentially alienate viewers. Lastly, advertisers need to consider product relevance when deciding on costume styles and themes. The research showed a pronounced gender disparity in the portrayal of costumes, with female characters more likely to be suggestively or partially dressed. Advertisers must ponder if this approach is relevant for their product and if it truly serves the purpose of their ad. On the audience's side, this research serves as a reminder to be aware of how media shapes our perceptions. We must analyze why certain characters are dressed or undressed in ads. Is it to capture our attention, to enhance the product's appeal, or is it merely conforming to societal norms and stereotypes? It's important to remember that the portrayal of costumes in ads has real-world implications. The research found that as characters age, their likelihood of suggestive dressing decreases. This could potentially perpetuate harmful stereotypes about youth and beauty. We also saw how the portrayal of costumes can influence perceptions of gender roles. The consistent gender disparity in the portrayal of costumes can reinforce harmful gender stereotypes and contribute to the objectification of women. In conclusion, it's not just about the dress-up we see on our screens. It's about the implications, the stereotypes, and the societal norms that these costumes can reinforce. It's evident that the use of costumes in TV ads is a complex issue with far-reaching effects. As we conclude our exploration of costumes in TV ads, let's reflect on what we've learned. Our journey began with the examination of an influential research paper which highlighted significant gender disparities in the depiction of costumes, with female characters more likely to be outfitted in colorful or suggestive attire. The correlation between youth and a greater variety of costumes, also noting how the product being advertised influences the costumes shown. Culture indeed wields profound influence as advertisers tweak their costume strategies in alignment with cultural norms and acceptance. For both advertisers and viewers, these revelations offer priceless insights. Advertisers need to be tactical, attuned to cultural milieu, and consider product relevance when deciding on costumes. As viewers, we must always be conscious of how media molds our perceptions and question why characters are attired in particular ways in ads. Thank you for accompanying us on this enlightening journey. Remember, the objective is not to pass judgment, but to comprehend and traverse our media-saturated world with wisdom and discernment.